Hello and salutations. I'm Sal, and you're gonna have to let me know if you can hear me because I'm pretty far away from my microphone. So sorry about that, but this thing is kind of big, so it does not fit in my regular recording space. So gotta stand up for it. Let's see who all's in the chat. Again, you'll have to forgive me because the computer is all the way over there, so I have to look at it from my phone. Let's say hello to Kieran Ball, Grindhead Jim, Gil Northenson. We got Daniel, Keith Knight, Wolfie762, Goji, Andrew, Michael Shaper, Andrew. Let's see, Connor Fuller, Monkey Boy, Cloth Cat. We got a whole bunch of, oh, there's Vassy, ahoy hoy, she says. So hello everyone. If I'm able to, I'll try to highlight chats as I can, but, you know, here's what it is, I suppose. Yeah, I have legs. The illusion is broken. Laserpan says, do you need anything to help you fix your Sentinel? Well, as luck would have it, first off, wearing my Iconicon hoodie, I've got my screwdrivers. So this is going to be a relatively quick live stream. I'm going to try and keep it under an hour. So we're going to open both of these up, and I'm going to test and see how the knees are outside of it. If they need tightening, I'm going to tighten them, and we're going to sit there, we're going to work at them until they need tightened again, just to see kind of a gauge on how quickly they need fixed again. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this one started. All right. Well, before anything else, take out the old trusty tape measure here. So this box is just over 31 inches tall. Sorry, my camera's messing with me here. And is about 222.5 inches wide. And about 8.5 inches deep going this way. So there's that. Now, I'm going to make a video about this. So this is just a live stream to check the knees fresh out of the box, but there will be a separate video, not necessarily a review, just kind of an overarching kind of thought on the whole situation. So, let's see. Yeah, it's a big box. Monkey Boy says mask. Yeah, I'm wearing my Casey Jones mask, for those that didn't catch it. Hello. So, all right. Let's get started here. So, you probably can't see me opening this. Let me adjust. There you go. At least that way you can see the box cutter, so you know I'm actually opening it. Not pulling one out of my hat, so to speak. Yeah, these box cutters are not so good. They started out great. I've refreshened them, but I guess they're just getting sticky. All right. Quickly, though, I want to show you something. This will be in the video on its own, but I want to show you something. So let me try to get the full box and frame. There we go. So if those dimensions didn't mean anything to you, oop, I'm knocking into everything. Come here, you. This is the Legacy Millennium Falcon. You can see the Falcon is bigger than the box. So there's that for size comparison. Just something to kind of think about, kind of mull over in the old brain pan, as they say. Oh, by the way, thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. I don't know if I said that or not. So, again, I gotta use my phone to read the chat. Let's see. RJ says, bigger than my ex-wife. Thanks, RJ. All right. Let's see how this pulls out. Ah. Well, okay. We're going to have to set this down and do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Okay, so that's the front and that's the back. Okay. Good to know. There we go. Awful lot of styrofoam, methinks. That's them to include instructions and warning labels and everything else. Alright. So the batteries are not too dissimilar from the old one. There's a fake panel in the back that you have to remove to put the batteries in. Which is fine, all things considered. Goodness gracious. Okay. Plastic film. There's a lot of styrofoam cubes. All right. This is a big Bowie, as you would say. It's a very big Bowie. All right, look, the litmus test. Yep, there they go. See that? Yep, fresh out of the box. Dang. Oh well, that's one of them. So, nice hands though. Like aesthetically, this is a great looking figure. But the articulation so far, at least looking at it, doesn't look too bad. But both of them, fresh out of the box. Weirdly, they hold if I do that. Oh, I lied. One of them's moving. There we go. I should say they held. All right, so that's one of them. So, ton of other stuff in here, but that's not the point of this live stream. Got some big heads here. But head's basically about the size of a pop vinyl or thereabouts. But that's not the point of this stream. So all of this will be gone over in a video. I'm not going to touch on like the little figures that came with it. So, all right. Let's go ahead and move some stuff. There we go. Making a fort, I guess, out of boxes behind me. Let's catch up on the chat really quick. Wolfie says, wow, needs the blue pill right out of the box. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, warning, NECA style joints do not hold weight of an enclosed figure. That's funny. Yeah. Daniel says that Hasbro likes me more than Ryan. That's why I got mine first. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Laser Pants. He ordered quite a few. I pretty much only got the 2. So the intention was to get a third, but yeah, Grindhead says, so here's the thing. Does Haslab really expect me to believe that Galactus is roughly the same size as the Sentinel? Galactus is a size changer. He can go big and go small. I've always told people, if you really want one that's going to be like even close to scale, to buy a mannequin and make a costume and then put that costume on the mannequin, and that'll be your Galactus. Probably cheaper. But all right. Set that over there. Don't need the tape measure anymore. And I'll forget that I ever put it there. So if I ask in a video, does anyone remember where I put my tape measure? Just tell me it's on the G.I. Joe box, and I'll know what you're talking about. All right. Move this stuff out of the frame. For the next one. Put my styrofoam blocks over here. To his credit, he is standing up on his own right now. He's not leaned against anything, so at least there's that. All right. Okay. Again, I'm kind of making a fort out of boxes here, so I'm like a Jenga master. All right. So this is the box that they come in. The 2 boxes here on the floor that are behind me are the actual shipping containers, like with your address and all that. These are the other shippers that they come in. And there's really not a whole hell of a lot between these boxes and the actual box itself. It's like maybe like that thin of air around them. It's not a whole lot. So, in case you're curious about like bubble wrap and all that kind of stuff. All right, toss that over there. Which is probably very loud for you, and I apologize. And I don't know why I did that, so I'm going to need it to open up this box. Because I cannot brain. I have the gum. All right. I could probably make somebody very happy with all these boxes at some point, I'm sure. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. Oh god, Grindhead is going on and on. All right, here we go. Yeah, Rick Jones says loosey goosey. That is absolutely correct. Let's see. Keith Knight says it's effing ludicrous. It's brand new out from the box. Yeah, it pisses me off too, Ryan. Brian Haley says, nah, that knee problem isn't real. It's meant to do that. It's not a design problem. You're making stuff up. Yeah, by the way, these knees, it's 100% opinion, right? Like that. Those knees flopping was clearly my opinion. It wasn't a fact. It was an opinion, right? We all agree on that? Fucking Toy Guru. Stupid name, by the way. Hasbro should be ashamed, Kieran. Dana says he's happy that he's avoided all the Haslab stuff. Yeah, probably. Probably should have. Yeah, ratcheted knees would be nice. Yeah, Ryan bought 5. Oh, brightest day, hello. I only intended on keeping 3 of them. You scalper! No, I'm kidding. Let's see. No refunds. No, I don't think they offer any. When you do Haslab, you back it, and I think they give you like a 30-day window after the thing closes. They give you like a 30-day window where you can like refund your pledge. I think at least that's what I recall. Yeah, that's true. Bjorn says my wheelchair-bound grandpa has better knees. I'm pretty sure Cotton Hill from King of the Hill had better knees. But yeah, no, I don't think they're offering refunds. And if they do, and Hasbro being Hasbro, we would have to ship these back to them. So, and they're pretty big. I think they're 26 and 26 and a half inches tall, or maybe 28, and they're 16 pounds, I think is how much they weigh. So if you use empirical, not metric, that is. I think I said that right. Now I have to eat some crow and look for my box cutter that I flung across the room because I need it again. There it is. Found it. All right. So let's do this. I'll cut from the bottom on this one. I want to thank everyone for being here, by the way. This is a much bigger turnout than I expected, especially on a Thursday night. Got the instructions first try this time. Speaking of, I'll go ahead and pull up and show you a little bit better in person. There you go. That's part of them. And that's the other. So some instructions and then a bunch of legalese stuff and warnings. All right. Time for Sentinel number 2. Let's see what we got. Please don't fall out. So just to give you an idea what kind of trash you're going to have to deal with, let me move all this out of frame so you can see all these boxes. There you go. Now I just need to get a sign that says like no girls allowed or something like that, or entry upon cereal. Make myself a little fort. It's not a dig at women. That's a joke about being a little kid and hanging up signs like that before anyone gets their undies in a bunch. Plastic tray once more. I'll just toss it over there. There we go. More styrofoam blocks. Yeah, these knees aren't looking too good. They're positioned the exact same way they were with the other ones, so I feel like these are going to be droopy as well. So, we'll find out shortly. Need these, right? Okay. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Not that violent. That's a lie. Just not in polite society. You know what? I can just lay them right here. There we go. All right. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the Destroyer says, this is the first time we've seen Sal's knees. Bam, baby. I'm also not wearing any shoes because I'm at home and I don't have to. So, yeah, we can actually use mine. It's crazy. Oh, Tree Theodore, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. He says, you have an awesome channel. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Wolfie762 says, warning, do not display figure in seismically active regions or at all. So, again, to his credit, I haven't touched him, and he's still standing on his own, but he's also just vanilla. He's not actually like standing, like in any kind of dynamic, meaningful way. All right. Here we go. Sentinel, number dos. All right, here we go. Nope. 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 Wow. 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 I don't know if you can see all that. That's where the paint wasn't dry and the paper stuck to it. Wow. Unreal. Unfreaking real. And this floppy bastard. These ones are even worse. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. All right, well, that one's a complete stinker. Stay put so I can move this crap. All right, well, let's do this one, since he seems to be the worst of the two. All right. Let's see here. That was fast. I figured that would take a lot more work. All right. Let's tighten this up and see what happens. Oh, need the bigger one. That's why you bring more than one size. There we go. Well, it kind of worked. Kinda. Like, I just tightened this blue one. Alright, let me pop open the thighs here. Apparently, I need to tighten both of them. Okay. All right. surgery complete, and yeah, it hardly took at all. So let's do this and see how fast it takes it, or how long it takes for it to get worse. And this is all soft plastic up here, by the way. Yep, that didn't take long at all, did it? But these are opinions. Remember, they're opinions. It's not a design flaw. This isn't a fact. It's an opinion. Just do something else. Now, by comparison, he's not nearly as bad. He's a lot slower in the fall over. So he stands on his own, much to his credit. So not a lot of head movement in the up and down region. That's kind of crappy. Just saying. All right, let me see where we're at in the chat. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore you. I just can't read the computer from here. Let's see. Oh, George Aiken's here. Hey, George. Sorry I missed you. I didn't see you earlier. Yeah, Michael Shivers said that's pathetic. Yeah, it is. Yep. Bad paint job, bad knees. Yeah, total F up, 100%. Brendan Haley says to help with the cost of the paint, I just had to watch you endure it. It's fine, Brendan. As I said, I've endured worse for longer. Let's see, this is devastatingly bad for Hasbro. Yeah, no, like at no point in a $350 action figure times 2, so $700 total for both of these. At no point should I, as the consumer, have to fix this. Like, I've heard people make an argument about cars. They're like, well, you have to maintenance cars, you have to fix them up. But it's like, yeah, that's a motorized vehicle with many components that you take out on the road, sometimes going 80 miles an hour. Like, things happen. This is a chunk. This is a toy. It stands. It's supposed to bend and be played with. Like, oh, you fix G.I. Joes that are, coming on 40 years old. Yes. Like, this is brand new. Like, if he wasn't already back in a box somewhere, I'd get out my Days of Future Past Sentinel that has ratcheted knees. Like, for those that watch the Retro Blasting live stream about the Sentinel, that's why I use that Sentinel, because they're not like ratcheted like gears, but there are notches, like definitive, like click notches, so his knee stays put. Let's see. Wolfie762. Notice, if displaying a close figure around children 12 and under, consult a mortician. Yeah, pretty much. I was joking with Michael and Tony not too long ago about like a detective showing up to a scene where it was like, cause of death was Hasbro's hubris kind of thing. So, all right, I think I'm all caught up. Yep, that was no bueno. That was no bueno. So, there you go, Hasbro. That's for you. That's for you, Hasbro. There you go. Unbelievable. All right. Let's fix this guy's knees and see what happens. Yeah, that's right. I need the big screwdriver. Yeah, that was like an 1/8 of a turn on this knee. So the other one was almost a full half turn. I'm tempted to take these screws out and see exactly what it is they do. All right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, this one wasn't so bad. I mean, you can see him drooping a little bit. But here, let me pull the legs back up and fix this torso. There we go. Nope. See, they're drooping already. It's a hell of a fix, right? There we go. They're drooping a little bit. Very slowly but surely. But this one's not nearly as bad as the other one. Not nearly. Still not excusable, but not nearly as bad. Maybe, that's so crazy that the fingers are ratcheted. So crazy. Such a small joint would need to be ratcheted. Which leads me to something else. I'll return momentarily. Gotta go get something. You know who else had ratcheted knees? Isn't that crazy? In fact, all of his joints pretty much were ratcheted. Now for schnitz and giggle, you hear all these ratchets? Just saying. Just saying. He's really not that much shorter. Well, actually looking at the camera, he is. Looking at him from the back, it's not so bad. Point being, the size discrepancy, pretty much everything's ratcheted. You know what isn't? The fingers. What a concept, Hasbro. What a concept. Who would have thought? All right. All right, let's move these Sentinels out of the way. All right. Well, we got a few minutes yet, so I'm gonna sit my happy butt down. After I show it to you. Let's have a little chit chat. All right, maybe now I can read the freaking chat for a second. That'd be nice, right? All right. Corb Jenkins says it's still standing. Yeah, barely. Yes, Machine Man, that's all that this was. That's all that it is. Well, that's frustrating is an understatement. Very big understatement. But yeah, that was. I don't know what I was expecting, really, beyond that. So, screw it, I guess. But yeah, at least redeem your Marvel Insider points. The rewards aren't great, but I got a few signed posters and books over the years. I don't think I ever did that. I don't think I ever redeemed them. I think they said that like they only gave us just enough points to buy the comic that it's from. I think that's pretty much all that we got. So yeah, he says someone someone made the call and signed off on it. Someone said yeah, good to go. Yep, the blame lies with defeated Dwight Stahl. He is the lead designer of Marvel Legends. Yeah, that's the blame. Sorry, my eyebrows are itchy. Blame rolls downhill most times, but I don't know. Whoever designed it and whoever signed off on it definitely need a reevaluation. I won't say fired because I don't ever want to take someone's livelihood from them unless they're like a real true scumbag. But like if it was like a massive oversight, then maybe they should be knocked down a few pegs in their company and be like, hey, maybe you weren't the right guy for this position. So, would I buy anything from Haslab again? It depends on how they address it. If they just actively ignore it and don't say anything, then no. But if they own it and they say, yeah, we messed up, here's how we're going to fix it, and it's an actual fix, not just like, oh yeah, here's some and you guys like a free Marvel Legend figure? Then no, that's not gonna fly with me. But if they're like, hey, we have a legitimate fix, here's how we're gonna do it, then maybe if you can own your mistake and own that you've messed up, then that helps a lot in my book. But if they're just gonna give you the old shrug, like oopsie, then they can shove it. Grindhead says, you just proved that you are actually human, Sal. You might get the thing called hope, however shallow. I feel awful for you and anyone who got ripped off by this. I appreciate that. It was something. It was something. So now I have to debate if I'm even going to keep them or not. So, because I had grand plans for them, but now I don't even want them. So we'll see. Kieran says he wonders if Dave would have any ideas on how to fix the knees. I don't know. I don't know. Tree Theodore says, what would you like to have happen now as a consumer? Honestly, they're going to have to eat crow publicly. I know corporate spin when I hear it. I know when I'm, having my shoulder kind of pissed on, being told that it's rain. So they're going to have to eat crow to some degree, and they're going to have to take a monetary hit. They're going to have to. Like, they made way too much money off this thing to not have to be forced to take a monetary hit to fix it. I'm not saying I want like a whole brand new Sentinel sent to me because of knees, though they should, since they designed it, know how to break it apart, and they should make videos on how to break it apart, and they should send out a set of knees, or like just the kneecap and the two joints, send those out to every backer for every Sentinel that they did, and upload a video on their public Hasbro page and say, this is how you replace the knees to fix our mess up. Is that being unrealistic? I don't think so. Because most people would demand a whole new Sentinel because of the knees. I'd be okay with just the knee part. So, Laser says he'd like a full refund. Yeah, and see right there, like, to people that's not unreasonable, you know, like they goofed big. It wasn't like, oh, we I don't know, like a bad pinky, or I don't know, like, oh, you might have to put the batteries in backwards because we put the contacts in backwards, or so. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, but they done goofed. Like, it's not like a quality control thing. Like the paint on the one that I got, that's a quality control thing. These knees were designed this way, and at some point, like, it was in production for too long for them to not be like, oh, this is a problem, and they were just like, it'll be all right. So, yeah, Grindhead says he's thinking class action lawsuit. I mean, I don't know the legalese behind it, because they made a product, they delivered the product. I don't know what the fine print is in between, but it's definitely, we didn't pay for a defective product. That's the short and the long of it. So, yeah, Monkey Boy jumped on me. Monkey Boy says he doesn't see there being a, yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's things that we want to happen, but realistically, Hasbro's gonna give us the old shrug, and we're gonna be left with our dicks in our hands. That's probably what's gonna happen. Kieran Ball, I bet Haslab advertised Galactus' new and improved Ratchet knees. I swear, if they come out and they're like, "Oh yeah, Galactus will have ratcheted knees," and they don't acknowledge the Sentinel, it's gonna be a bad day for them. It's gonna be a real bad day for them. Probably hat. Well, it's not really our fault. Also, nothing's wrong with it, Hasbro probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Antonio, he says, nah, fire that designer. Mine was floppy as shart too. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I'd love to hear like Bobby's take on it, because he was a designer for Hasbro. I just realized my mask was drooping real hard. I'd love to hear Bobby's take on it, because he was a designer and he probably knows the people who designed it, and can say whether or not, like, yeah, there were problems with that guy when I was there, or anything like that. So let's all catch up here. Yeah, he says, and he also says, I bet Hasbro are doing some serious backpedaling on Galactus right now. Yeah, I would hope so. Wolfie762, Sal, did it look like that screw could come out and remove the leg? If so, maybe some pipe tape. I don't know. I saw a photo online where someone had removed the screw and the leg didn't come apart. So I think it's purely a tension screw. I think there's something else holding that in there. So I don't know. I really don't. I'll have to get in there and start removing those screws and seeing what I can pull apart and what I can't. Oh boy, here we go. Andrew has something for us. In California, if you have the CLRA Civil Code 1770, these seems like A7, representing that goods or services are of a particular standard, quality, or grade. See, I know that's in English, but like I get the gist of it, but I wouldn't be able to articulate that kind of stuff. But I'm not a lawyer, so let's see. Yeah, Goji says Hasbro will offer everyone a free Marvel Legends figure. Choose from MCU, Shang Li, or Frogman. Fans first. Yeah, that's honestly what I would see them doing. They'd put out what they would do is they'd put out like a big email like, our bad. So we're gonna give everyone a free Marvel Legends figure, or free 2. It'll go live at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, and you just pick from the website. Pulse Premium fans go first. They go first. And then it'll be Shang-Chi, however it said, Frogman, and like I don't know, like just old peg warmers. That's what we'll get to pick from, and there'll be like one hydro stomper, like one, and it's yeah, that's what I see them doing. Or they'll be like, okay, everyone who backed it gets a free year of Pulse Premium. It's like, oh, thank you so much for giving me a service that's free to you, so I can give you more of my money. Seems about right. Oh well. And Keith says, if you have to make running repairs on a toy straight out of the box, then it is defective and not. Yeah, I agree exactly. Sorry, I'm kind of nearsighted, so my computer's still a little too far away, but my glasses don't fit with this mask. So, Tree Theodore says, I agree with you in Laser Pants. Also, your videos keep me motivated to complete a car project. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. That's what I'll be doing here shortly, because we're about done working on some more custom stuff. You know what I'm saying? And got to clean up all this styrofoam and figure out what I'm going to do with these Sentinels. Figure out what I'm going to do with them. Probably going to sell them. I'm just going to try and recoup what I paid for them, probably. I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get like some knee pads, like Stone Cold style or something. I think Jeremy came up with that joke, but yeah, it's inexcusable. At the price we paid and the time it took to design it and tool it up and everything else, like these knees are inexcusable. No excuse for them. If they say it was a cost-cutting measure, it's like, oh, you mean you had to cut cost on the number that you predetermined? You said you needed this many backers, and you went over that, and this was a cost-cutting measure. I mean, I'm not saying they said that, but I could see them saying something like that. So, call BS on that right now. So, yeah, Michael Schaefer says he hopes we can get our money back. Well, you know, that's the thing about it, though. Like, I'm torn. Like, I don't want them, but I spent $700 for both, so I need to make some money back. I have to. I can't just not do that if I'm going to sell them. But at the same time, I don't want to make these someone else's problem. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, oh yeah, here you go, buy this off me. Now it's your problem. Bye. Like selling someone a lemon car. Like I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. But all right, everyone. I'm gonna get off of here. There's a Patreon stream over on Retro Blasting that I want to watch. So, which I see like 90% of you in here are also patrons on Retro Blasting. So you probably want to get there and watch it too. And we pretty much talked about, you know, what we're doing or what the point was to open these up and look at the knees. So it was nice to see everybody for once. Maybe one day you'll see me without the mask. Maybe when I hit like 10,000 subs or something, I'll take the mask off. So, but I think this might actually be the first time any of you have even seen me masked at all. Like, usually just see these glorious hands. So, anyway, thank you everyone who stopped by and hung out. I do appreciate it, even if it was just me kind of complaining. Sorry, my nose is itchy. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. I thank everyone for stopping by. Got videos uploaded till October 7th at this point. So we're getting into the spooky territory. So I got a few things I'm working on. There's a little teaser. So a few little things I'm doing. Didn't make it. Full disclosure, did not make that, but you know what I like to do with things. So it's going to be fun and interesting. So, all right, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. Till next time, I'm Salty. Signing off.